Very good then.
Well, what an awesome morning coffee this is, folks. And I mean truly an awesome morning coffee. The drug cartels are scared shitless. Maduro got Amazon Amazon primed. Shout out to Skizzle for that one. That was his. That was his. He said Maduro looks like he got Amazon primed, and I absolutely lost it. Oh my god, I got to use that shit. Oh, that has got to be a meme, man. That motherfucker got Amazon primed. He got he got wrapped up like Doctor Disrespect and Amazon primed, man. I'm like, oh my god, I busted out fucking laughing. But yeah, the brutal dictator. One lady said, being interviewed, she was either interviewed or she was just on her phone, one or the other. But she was like, "Yeah, man, 20 years, the people of Venezuela had been oppressed by this man. Very little rights, very little freedoms, very little anything. Used for drugs, used for sex." She said, and now they're liberated. The people are dancing in the streets, literally dancing in the streets. One guy broke down crying. He said, "My people are now finally free," and very emotional. Hey, I mean, it got me too. I got to say, it got me. He was very emotional about it. But anyways, enough of the crying, because this is a good day to celebrate. This is an awesome day. The people of Venezuela are free. Now, hopefully, we can put somebody in there that's going to be fair to the people. Like I said, at least I think I said in my last video, the opposition to Maduro was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. How many even knew that? How many even knew that? Yeah. Yeah, the guy that was running against Maduro for president, he was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Why the fuck didn't he get in? Oh, wait, the people did vote him in, but Maduro used them damn machines and twisted it up, and he got in there illegally. And but yeah, the people are literally dancing in the streets. They're celebrating. It's a great day. And there's my alarm. But we're not going to use that. We're not going to use that alarm this morning because hey, I'm awake. But anyways, yeah. So wow, he got Amazon Prime. He got wrapped up like Doctor Disrespect and Amazon Prime. Yeah, there we go. We Amazon Primed his ass, just like we did Saddam Hussein. For those of you that don't remember, Saddam Hussein was hiding in a spider hole, they call it. We found his ass, pulled him out of the spider hole, and had him stand trial. And now Maduro was supposedly in some kind of reinforced bunker, they said, with steel doors and everything. And we got his ass out of there and got him Amazon Prime. I'm going to use that. That is such a cool thing. I'm going to use that shit. We Amazon Primed his ass, and so yeah, it's a great day. And the people of Venezuela were liberated, just like the people in Iraq were liberated. Unlike Iraq, though, we're not going to bungle this one because Bush is not in power. We got somebody in power that actually gives a shit about the people of Venezuela. So, people of Venezuela have been set free. We're going to get maybe we can get that Nobel Prize winner in there, get him in there. But now we're not done yet because we still got 12 narco terrorist leaders that are still in control. They still are in power. They still haven't been removed. So we got to remove those narco terrorist leaders because they're the ones really running the shots, right? They're the ones really running the country. It wasn't Maduro necessarily. He got to live a lavish lifestyle, but he wasn't really the one running things. It was the narco terrorist leaders. There's 12 of them. If I understand correctly, there's 12 of them. We go in there, we spider hole them motherfuckers. We Amazon Prime them motherfuckers. Get them out of there too. And but yeah, this is the start of freedom for the Venezuelan people. Now, we went in there for oil. Well, according to what I'm led to believe, it's actually Russia and China that is helping to rebuild their oil infrastructure. We're overseeing it. We're going to maintain it. but actually, Russia and China's in there working on their infrastructure. They're going to fix up their infrastructure and get it running like a sewing machine. And we're going to oversee everything. Everything's going to be running smooth as silk. Nice smooth transition into an actual republic, not a democracy. Because remember, folks, a democracy is what again? Soft communism. Well, we don't want soft communism because the people are in tyranny when there's communism. We want them in a republic where they have true freedom, where they can vote, where they can enjoy life, where they can go buy shit at a store, without fear. The people. Did you know this, folks? And this is crazy. People were actually afraid to go to the store. It got so bad in Venezuela. People were literally afraid to go to the store because see these narco terrorists. They run everything. They were controlling everything. You was afraid to even go to the damn store. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, Americans being afraid just to go to the damn store to get some milk? That's what the Venezuelan people were living under. Well, they ain't living under it no more. The Amazon Prime disaster. God, I love that line. That is such a great line. Thank you, Skizzle. That is such a great line. So, well, piece of dirt. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, wow, great day, man. Great day for Venezuela, especially. Now we're going to go in there. We're going to get those terrorist leaders, those narco terrorist leaders. We're going to bring them to trial and get them over their happy ass, and then then we're good. Then I guess we'll just bow out. Once we're sure that everything is nice and stable and everything, we'll just bow out. Did you notice Maduro wants us to go after Colombia too? So, oh well, Colombia was the one that was providing all the cocaine. Well, duh. You don't think we know that? You don't think I personally know that? Yeah, I personally know all about Colombia. I know all about the Colombian drug lords. I am not stupid. Okay, but Venezuela was, I guess, it was more convenient to get Venezuela because of we actually gave according to what I'm finding out, we actually gave Maduro numerous chances to just come clean with the whole thing and help us go after the narco terrorists and get them taken out of the way, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't fucking do it. He wouldn't fucking play ball. He didn't have. It didn't have to end this way. We didn't have to Amazon Prime his ass, but he didn't want to play ball for whatever reason. And so okay, well, because I mean, 300,000 people a year, folks. Let that sink in. 300,000 Americans dying every year because of this shit. And yes, we are well aware of Colombia. I assure you, we're well aware of Colombia too. It's going to get took care of. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be took care of. This, finally, we have a president that knows how to take on the war on drugs. Everybody called it a war. Everybody called it the war on drugs. Well, nobody ever did shit about it. Now we've got a president that's actually doing shit about it. That's actually stopping the war on drugs. Wow, who knew? So I mean, this is great. But yeah, we are well aware of Colombia. We are well aware of the Colombian drug lords. We are well aware. But Maduro tried to pass the buck. And well, it was the Colombian drug lords. Well, we know about them, number one. And number two, you had your own little homegrown version of Colombian drug lords right there in Venezuela. And unfortunately, they were terrifying the people of Venezuela. Well, the people of Venezuela are free as soon as we round them guys. If we haven't already rounded them up, I think there's like 12 of them. When we go in there, we get the motherfuckers, and then the people will truly be free. Can you imagine though? Not even being so scared that you don't even go to the store to get a gallon of milk. Can you imagine that shit? This is what this lady was saying on camera. She said 20 years of oppression, 20 years living in fear. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. But she, of course, she was happy, and there's literal celebrating in the streets. No loss of life that I'm being told. None. No loss of life. Yes, there were explosions, but there was no loss of life, and that's key. That's key. No civilians were harmed in the making of this video, right? But this time it actually means nobody was harmed as far as we know. And the media, oh my God, the mainstream media is so pissed. They are so pissed. Nobody's dead. Maduro's in custody. The people are liberated. They're literally celebrating in the streets. And the media is just absolutely pissed off. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, all them motherfuckers, they're mad as hell because they ain't no loss of life. The people are celebrating. They went down there thinking, oh, we'll be able to get them on Trump, and say that how Trump is oppressing them and shit. They're like, no, hell no, we've been liberated. We were under 20 years of oppression from a brutal dictator. Ain't nobody going to fix that except Trump, and he did, and he fixed it. And like like Skizzle said, we Amazon primed his ass. We dressed him up like Doctor Disrespect and Amazon primed his ass. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. But yeah, and like I said, this one guy, he was on video and he started crying and shit, and uh, got me right there. So, but yeah, the people are set free, man. Freedom. Americans take freedom for granted. These people just got it, and they're gonna love it. They're loving it, man, and they ain't even at McDonald's. You know. So yeah, so I mean, but yeah, and Maduro tried to pass the buck on Colombia. Oh, Colombia. Well, we know about Colombia. I personally know about Colombia. I personally know about Colombia. I know about the cocaine shipments. I know about the heroin shipments. I know. And you can bet if I know that the Trump administration knows, right? Absolutely. So, but anyways, it's a great day. This is a day to celebrate. Mark this down as a holiday for Venezuelan people. I think that needs to be a thing. Let's make this a holiday for the Venezuelan people, and mark it down as something to remember because this is a momentous day. It really is. It really is a momentous day for the Venezuelan people. This reminds me of the day we liberated Iraq. The people were celebrating in the streets back then. Of course, now Bush kind of dropped the ball on Iraq, which is unfortunate. But I think Trump is not going to drop the ball with Venezuela. I think we're gonna go for a touchdown on that shit. Get rid of all these narco terrorists, liberate the people. But just again, I can't stress this enough, folks. She said it was so terrifying in Venezuela you didn't even bother to go to get a gallon of milk at the store. Can you imagine that kind of fear, folks? Can you imagine it? That's crazy. That's nuts. And now they can go to the grocery store. Now they can do whatever they want. They're free. You're absolutely free. Congrats to the Venezuelan people. You are now free. You can now get that Nobel Peace Prize winner and get him into office and have a real president that actually gives a shit about you and cares about you. And that's important. All right. Anyways, just thought I'd celebrate along with the Venezuelan people and give my spy pinning on the whole damn thing because it's great. It's awesome. And this is what life is about: making people happy, man. Liberating people from oppression is a good thing. That's a very good thing. And anyways, the media is all pissed off, which makes me happy. And the drug lords are all pissed off, so that makes me happy. And the Venezuelan people are celebrating in the street. That makes me happy. So it's all around a good morning this morning. So anyway, peace to the Venezuelan people. May you live long and prosper. May you be productive people and a happy people because you deserve it. If anybody deserves it, the Venezuelan people deserve it. Anyways, don't forget to like, rate, share, subscribe, donate, and even pontificate because it is your gifts of love and your donations that keep me going through these trying times. Have a wonderful day, folks. Bye.
let's see, I'll give you a better shot than that. I'll give you the front shot. Yeah, you get these cool lights. That's better. You know, you got something to look at. God bless everybody in here. I'm doing this for the sake of posterity because she's out of her fucking mind. Do you get it? She might fucking murder me tonight. Sorry. It's my bad. Sorry about that. Crisis averted. My phone is not destroyed. Why? Because I got a good OtterBox. You know, this is an old school OtterBox case, but the new OtterBoxes suck asshole. So it's not an OtterBox. It's a different brand, but they make the old school OtterBox. So this fucking, it's the best case. Your phone just bounces. You know, it's great. It's got the shock. I can't do this bullshit no more, guys. Now, it is 6 in the fucking morning. Blakely PD, my peace is disturbed by the individual downstairs that is weeping like a fucking whale. She needs a 5150. Hashtag make the 5150 great again. Hashtag make the 5150 great again. Because Rev needs some sleep. You get this. Thank you. Oh my God, if this is mourning, then you have to get out. Because this is cruelty to another for the sake of mourning. And I don't think so. Get the hell out. My peace is disturbed severely. You got that? You got that? You know, we used to say we was ghosts. Because most people don't want to even see us. Me and Dutch used to say, we's as better as ghosts, the same things as ghosts. And that's about how I feel tonight, just a ghost. Why? Because the girl that I want to be with, I want her in my bed right now. But she can't fucking be here. Because that is there still. Do you know that if she were gone, that Ezzy would be here like now, and you could see her, and we'd probably have a dance party. That's what would be going down right now. And then we would go off camera and go somewhere else and do something, you know what? And then, but you guys would hang out and you'd have a dance party, you know? But you would hear us fucking, you know? Oh man, that'd be pretty hot, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty fucking hot, right? That I'm just live streaming and you guys are here in here having a big dance party and hanging out, right? And you just hear us in the background, like she's like, you know, you guys would like that shit. For sure. That's the type of content I want to do, you know? Not the shit she's doing, you know, whatever the fuck this is. This fucking insanity bullshit. Yeah, a lot of people, not you, you wouldn't like it, Blue. If you don't like that Tina too, that's fine. And some people that'll turn off. But some people would like it. Holy shit. I get a fucking witness that someone at 715 Erie Street is disturbing my peace. Jesus, that's weird. That's really weird. I went in my grandma's room for a second, and somebody was in the car stopped in the middle of the road, and they were just like they had their mouth open looking at their tongue. Is it possible for you to go to fucking bed? Go to bed. I just start doing female sex noises, you know? What's she going to sound like? I know what she's going to sound like. That's in my head. And I should keep that in my head because it's for me and her. That's true, you know? But I could just do random fucking sex noises, you know? You guys are right, you know? Some things should be fucking sacred. And the way Ezzy sounds when she fucks me and comes should be for me to know and no one else. I agree. I want that for me. But I'm a horn dog. I'm going to tell you that. I am. I'm a horn dog. I ain't touching that shit down there. Never again. But I'm a horn dog. So I don't have my girl. And it's fucking bullshit. I want her in this bed now. And there's every reason that she can be in this bed right now if she had some vacation time. And that's why I think she's gone. Because she's having a vacation. So that's cool. You know, go do that. You don't want to be wrapped up with this dog shit. No, you don't. I don't blame you. But if there's every reason that she should be here right now, and I could prove that she's fucking real, and we could prove that we're actually a fucking couple, and that's fun. And then fun starts. And then I could start healing from this fucking dog shit. I definitely did something wrong by the Lord to have inherited, taken in this sack of shit into my life. I definitely did something wrong. Not sure what it was. It was probably drinking too much. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Because I feel it. You want to kill me. Do you know what I was doing in the bed? I was positioning pillows and stuff, trying to make it like, okay, so there's her butt's in my crotch. Okay. Like there's a fluffy thing in my face. That's her hair. Okay. Her nice blue hair that probably smells like berries or something, you know? And I was trying to imagine that and just go to sleep. No, I can't with that bullshit down there. So I said, she's acting like a psycho again. So I might as well stream it for my own sake too. Because I don't know what she's fucking capable of at all. I don't know.
I can cry if I want to. There's nothing wrong with crying when you're hurt over someone.
Yeah.
It's called being human.
You know, it's also disturbing the peace. Because you were so loud. But now you've quieted down because I responded with a stream.
And you close your door, I'm sitting here and you laugh. You're just a big, cruel fucking bastard who has no goddamn heart.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
All
talk
you
no
want to
more.
do is use women.
Oh, I
You
see.
don't really want to truly love a woman. You want to fucking use them. And then just as soon as their dreams all like you fucking dump them like they're disposable. You fucking vampire.
Right. I'm not the one that had fucking 3 marriages. That's you. I had one relationship with you. Lucky me. I have no track record with women.
Can you close the goddamn door?
No. I'm not going to talk no more. I was having a cigarette.
You are a cruel fucking human.
Oh, you are too, keeping me up all night. Every night.
I was bothering you. I was keeping to myself and you decided to intervene. I know, it's so fucked up. All fucking lies. You're advocating for someone who's fucking yourself. I never advocated on him. I'm not gonna torture a woman over what he did to my children. Just know, you're trying to blame me for his goddamn actions. He ruined my fucking life and everything that was good in it. He took it all away.
Projection. Projection. Popular tactic of a narc.
Always. It completely destroyed my life. Think I have no one. Because I trusted that he loved me and he never did with you to get a cum dumpster.
Ew. Vomit.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to my carnival around. Fuck my mind up. Hard up to my trust. And I'm always blamed for his fucking actions, and I'm sick of being blamed for his actions. You fucking trolls are sticking up for him and then blaming me for his goddamn actions. Make it make fucking sense.
Because you were an idiot to be with me. That's the point. You cared about me more than your own fucking kids.
You're a piece of shit. You didn't even care about those kids, so shut the fuck up about my children.
If I didn't care about
You're a
the...
piece of shit. Leave me alone. I hate you. Yeah, laugh. Laugh, you fucking demon. Laugh.
I will.
You fucking shit demon. And I hope you burn in hell.
Ditto. You know? My God.
And then you try to say I'm a bad mom for what you did. Fuck you, you piece of goddamn shit. And you say you love your kids. That should tell you fucking something. It's funny to break someone's heart. But
I destroyed hers. It's projection. Very popular narc tactic. Very, very popular narc tactic. She feels taken advantage of. No. Projection. She spent $700K mostly on weed. Once again, projection. Everything she does is projection. See, Watermelon stays with me because she hates her. Her energy is so toxic.
You are being a bastard again.
No, I ain't. A demonic bastard.
I'm hearing you run your voice with all your abusive fucking filth and violence.
Oh my God. Go to sleep.
Talk like you serve Christ.
Go to sleep.
Mind your own business.
Take a trazodone.
Fuck off.
You need a trazodone.
Yeah, you don't tell me to take meds, honey.
You need one.
Yeah, maybe you should take some meds.
I wish I had something.
Oh, you wish you had something, but you gave up the opportunity to get something. You're a fucking idiot.
Take a trazodone.
Fuck off.
No. Take a trazodone.
Fuck off.
Get some sleep. You're disturbing. You're disturbing the peace of the house.
Enjoy being a lonely fucking drunk for the rest of your life.
There's plenty of girls to fuck.
Yeah, then why haven't you fucked anyone yet?
Because I'm waiting for one.
Yeah, one that isn't real.
Bullshit.
No shit.
She is real.
Fuck off.
You fuck off, whale.
Leave me alone.
Hey, pig, get out.
Leave me alone.
Goddamn sow. Get out of the house.
Leave me alone.
Know what I mean?
Leave me alone.
Dried up milker.
Leave me alone.
Dried up.
Leave me alone.
Dried up.
Leave me alone.
Dried up. Woo! You get it? Woo!
I get it that you're demonic.
Ric Flair chops, you know?
You're a child.
You're a child. Woo! Where's Moindinda when I need him? You know? She's a piss of the night, pal. You know? Woo! I'm fucking done. Styling and profiling, baby. Ric Flair wouldn't put up with this a day. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. This bitch is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. But I'll make it. I'm still a champion. Woo! You know? Flair chop. It's over. Warts with hair. Oh my God, my bed is in here. I've been here, pal, walking the aisle. Nature boy. The fucking nature boy, he does the strutting shit, right? Right? The Jeff Jarrett shit. Warts? I want people seeing who was live. She was live making tons of noise at 6 in the fucking morning. So I decided to go live. Hey, Princess Rowana, I like you a lot. You're a piece of shit, cunt female that no male should ever touch with a pole. Any pole. I am standing up for myself because I'm done. I'm done. And I'm sorry about the cunt word. I hate that word. I have to stop inhaling these for a while. because they're fucking up my lungs. I gotta stop inhaling so much because I actually inhale my cigarettes, unlike that person. Degrade what? I am on here because this bitch will not stop streaming for 24 hours a day now. I'm not going to slander the bitch. I'll call her a bitch. That's not slander because it's true. She's a bitch. So, facts ain't defamation. Who's that? BJ investigates. She's my inspiration for wanting a female. You know, because she's really cute. BJ investigates. Facts ain't defamation. Oh my God, somebody knows her. There you go, Squids Inc. Exactly. She's my inspiration. Like, she's really cute. And I think I could pull her off sometimes, you know, because she's real cute. So, BJ, everybody's getting that as BJ. Thank you, Princess Rowana. Yeah, everybody's on my side. I know. I appreciate it. Hey, sorry you're going through this. Sorry, Barry. Thank you, Oh, my God. It's Corner Girl. Wow, you're another one that was totally ostracized for me. Welcome. Corner Girl's a mod because I know that name. Focus on that. Do you have a crush? Yeah, I do. I really like BJ, but she's with a guy. She's with like an Indian dude, right? But I like her a lot. Gross. Cool. Can I be a mod, Red? Killian McKillian? Maybe. If the glove doesn't fit, you must evict. I agree, Gotcha. We're going to do it. White Buffalo got fucking banned because he defended me. Sorry, you're welcome here. Ref Val, did Shanny forbid you from I doing a wrestling show, bud? No, it was always just bullshit. I was always enamored with some kind of bullshit with her. So I never really wanted to do anything other than just get high and bury my head. My door is closed, bitch. Proof the door is closed. I'm a sexist pig. Oh, my. No, I think women should have all the freedom in the world they want. You have all the freedom to leave the goddamn house now, you know? You have all the freedom in the world. But for some reason, she decided to stay here. I'm such a horrible individual. No, I'm not, obviously. Obviously not. Because she chooses to be under the same roof as me. She chooses it. Because she could be out whenever she wants, really. It's time for you to get offline, and I get offline, and you get some sleep. I'm the lonely one here? Excuse me? I'm literally a rat in a cage in one room. Yeah, you get the whole downstairs and you never move. That's not fair. Yeah, but I can't really come out. Oh my God. I came on because she was continually screaming down there and whining. And I decided, fuck this bullshit. I don't know what the hell is going to happen tonight. She's out of her fucking mind. You've been out of your mind. No, that's what you're doing to me. Once again, classic narc tactic, projection, projecting. Let's project more. Right. And now I'm Satan because you use God as a weapon. Now we're going to do the same thing that I do all that day, every day. I'm going to use God as a fucking weapon. This is documenting, though, what a fucking person tries to do to another. Okay. Evidence. I need prayers because this is dog shit. There's no way. You're seeing everything, guys. And Mind Bend is in here. And we did a flare deal. Okay? Woo! That's fucking it. I'm done with the bullshit. I want the narc out of the house. This is unbelievable bullshit. Nature boy. That's it. What are you talking about? Yeah, right. I like to watch women and children suffer. What a sicko. What a freak. Down in this fucking first floor, guys. She is a freak. And she needs to be 5150'd. Okay? Hashtag make the 5150 great again. That one. I'm normal compared to that. What do we got here? Like, we got very, very basic fucking wrestling stars going here. Get copyright strikes. Oh my God. Oh, see, I'm going to get copyright strike. No. I might get away with that, Benda. You think I get away with that, Benda, pal? Little WCW up in here. Yes, sir. Oh my God, we had a couple randos there, Benda. I ain't gonna. This is the property of the WCW. I'm hoping I just get a little bit of grace. I might have to cut that out, you know. The Horseman Ride. We're talking Arn Anderson in the house. Oh my God, we got Sid. We got Rick Steiner. This is a really good era of WCW. You know, the Stinger was looking like a surfer dude. I already went to rehab. I'm the one that's done any work here. You need mental health massively. Woman abuser, my ass. I was with one woman, I treated her like fucking gold. You got that? I treated her like gold, and I treated her way too good because she was just abusing me the whole time, mentally and in every other way. And now you see the full consequences of it blooming in front of you, and I don't have my girlfriend here, and I should be in the bed with her, cuddling her right now. That's what I should be doing. Not listening to this bullshit. Abuse. It's what it is. I was literally like with the pillow, you know, pathetically. I got the pillow down at my pee-pee here, and I'm like, okay, that's her butt. That's Izzy's butt there. Okay, that feels good. And I get like a fuzzy blanket, and I put it next to my face. I'm like, okay, that's her hair. You know, that's her hair on my face. Okay, and it smells like strawberries and cream because I have a fucking fantasy of her hair smelling like strawberries and cream. And she's got like that fucking rainbow hair, you know. That's what I'm trying to convince myself of, but I can't do it because of that. You got that? Bang, bang! Bang, bang! that was Cactus Jack Manson. What do you want? You know? That's just some Cactus Jack. The demon. She's calling me a demon because I did Cactus Jack. Give me a break. I am desperate to be held. There we go, Venda. Cactus Jack pal. See? God, that smells like skunky weed down there. She is puffing weed. Oh, man. How much did she have, folks? Of the devil's lettuce. She is psycho. Dude Love. Oh, my God. He's more my speed as Dude Love. You know, all peace and love, man. It's Dude Love, and I'm going to have a match. I'm going to get my fucking ass beat. But it's cool, man. Dude Love. He kind of had those tinted glasses, so I could do the Hello Kitty glasses, you know. Dude Love. That he's more my speed, Dude Love. Terry Funk. We could do some Terry Funk, pal. You know? My fucking arm hurts, but I'm getting in there, and I got to fucking get Mick Foley because he's a piece of shit, you know? I got to work on my funk. She needs to share the weed with the pal. I would agree. I have this. I bought some of this. We got Diablo Chapo. Yeah, Chapo Diablo. Diet weed, exactly. Who's my Raven? Go to bed. Scott Levy, also known as Johnny Polo, also known as Raven. You know, let's do. That bitch hates me because I'm pretty. See, I just think of BJ Investigates, you know. She's very, like, femmy and cute as shit. A Christian, folks, yeah. A weird one, though. I'm just like a guy that you would see in Babylon. I'm no different. Fun-loving and shit. But I love Jesus, man. It's all bullshit, and I just want that to go to bed. And I go offline. Come on. It's getting real hot. I'm getting hot and bothered. That's it. Moin, Minda. We have to do a massive show on old school wrestling. Not the new shit. It's bullshit. You know? That's what I'd say. I don't like the new shit. We got to talk about Arn Anderson. Yeah, right. That's it. Fucking franchise. Forever. Okay, the Four Horsemen. We're fucking done. Massive show. Look, we're going to just rock the fucking world into with the old wrestling, not the bullshit. See, I said in the chat today in the WCW live stream, I said, Arn Anderson's presence in the ring just pretty much ended the match. Rock and wrestling, pow wow. That's it. God. And we got that intro that's going to rock the world because it's pretty much the best wrestling shoot you could ever see. Just these random guys being like, look, you know, I have feet and hands and I know how to fight. So I'm going to get in the ring with Arn Anderson. And then Arn just tears his head off, unfortunately for the male, you know. Arn Anderson gets you in this headlock and it's just over. You get this? You see this? The Arn Anderson fucking tactic. Oh, the guy's done already. It's over already. You get Arn Anderson in the ring. The match is over already. Okay, the enforcer. Oh, shit, we might have a match now to start. You know? Anderson's a legend for a reason. Rock steady like Ice Cold Freddy. Oh, my God, that's so good. There's few males in the business that you... Oh, my God, what a move. He went halfway through across the fucking ring with that plant move. Are you fucking serious? Like, Anderson is unbelievable. The Four Horsemen, but they ride. I'm going to tell you that. Oh, my God, I'm so done with the bullshit. All right, you gonna go to sleep now? Like, for real. Man, that skunk weed, it really smells. Ew. That don't smell good. that skunk weed she's got. It's making me cough, you know. Ugh. All right. I should probably just try and get some sleep, guys. Like, this is pathetic, you know. I need prayer so bad. Because this is an energy vampire situation. You know what I mean? Vampiric energy situation. And I all I have is the comfort of pro wrestling. Okay, we have a victory here with, of course. All right, the enforcer won. It's a done deal, folks. Do you get that? Once again, we have a victory for perfection, which is Arn Anderson is pretty damn. Oh my God, look at this. That is a finishing move. The Arn just crushed his spine, which he usually did. You know, it's the way it goes. So God bless you guys. Thank you for being with the Sanity Squad over here on the Rev channel instead of the psychopathic bullshit. Get some shut-eye, pal. I've run it myself. Stay clean, the dream. Nature boy forever. Okay. We need to understand perfection when we see it, Benda. And the classiest motherfucker will be Flair. Woo!
Whatever. I just can't help feeling like I'm never good enough. Like, he really has no idea how he's made me feel. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. I'm sorry, I'm really bad, feeling really bad. I deserved better than this. I deserve so much better than this. Exactly, Easton, exactly. It sucks. He's too much of a coward to give me that heart to heart. He's too much of a coward. Thank you, Dim Dim. He cried after we had a great conversation. I'm sorry. I know, it's very needed, and he'd rather talk to trolls than face me and just answer my questions. whatever. Like everyone knew how much I loved him. He didn't deserve my love. I know it's not love. I know it's not love at all. Like, he is heartless. Yeah, I know. He's such a dick. All the things I forgave him over. All the goddamn things. All the chances I gave him. All the broken promises he gave me. He never got better. He only got worse. I really want some intense therapy. I really need it at this point. And I'm saying all these horrible things, like I look bad. He used to say I was beautiful all the time. Was that a lie? It couldn't be, because his pee-pee got hard. Yeah, I don't think he's a true believer either. He lost his soul. He lost his soul. That hurts too. Is when you see someone you love fall. Like, I'm sorry. I just keep crying. Yeah. He's become something none of us know, Shannon. I know. I don't know what the fuck he is. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. No, because when I try to sleep, I just get fucking thoughts and memories, and it makes me feel so much worse. And then I start crying, and then the panic attack happens. I think he's been taken over by a demon too. I really, truly believe that. I can't stand it because it's like I've protected him so long. I can't stand it. Like, I still want to protect him. I don't know. Maybe I should open up a Tinder and just get it out of my system. I don't want to be like that though. Yeah, the old Rev wouldn't have given up the magic cards. You are right. My mom and dad are dead. I know, I just want to feel better. Yeah. His cough sounds so bad. He'll never find someone again that truly will care for him. Everyone is gonna think he's a freak. Am I stoned? Kinda, sorta. It could be COPD. No, he doesn't deserve someone because he's abusive. He doesn't know how to treat a woman right. Now, Easton knows how to treat a woman right. Easton is a gentleman. And they don't cheat. That's for God to decide. Dude, do you read the Bible? That's what God does. I ain't just blindly saying God's gonna do this and God's doing that. I actually, know what God's judgments are because I read the book. Real men don't cheat. That's right. Real women don't cheat either. And real women don't go and chase after taken men and vice versa. Well then, you must understand that abusive fucking men don't deserve to have a woman because they don't know how to treat a woman. All you get from me is me reacting to his cruelty, his heartlessness. Because I, Shannon, have been abused since I was a child. Okay? And he knew about that. Chris also knew about that. They both knew my parents and saw how crazy my mother was. True story. I was abused since I was a child. My relationships have never been good. But I do say that I was the happiest with Chris in my life. I don't. People just don't understand. When you hurt someone and make someone feel like they're worthless, you don't deserve to have someone to love you. You just don't. Because he's not going to love them. He's just going to damage them like he's damaged me. They never get better. And cheaters will always cheat and think they can get away with it. He's one of those cheaters where it's like, so, whatever. Get over it. What? The very fact that he has no feelings toward me, that also makes me feel really fucking worthless. I feel so used. I do. I feel really fucking used by him. I'm tired of feeling this way. Can I not feel this way anymore? I just really want that call. I mean, 8 years of videos of him degrading me and making me cry and laughing in my face for crying. So many videos. And then people would fucking laugh about it. I'm just sad, man. It's not the weed. Don't blame Mary Jane. Do I have it? I don't know if I have it anymore. I feel like I've wasted my whole entire life. That sucks. Am I okay? Nah. But Tennessee has better benefits than this fucking state. Freaking sucks. Come to Missouri. That would be an interesting place. Come to Louisiana. Oh, I'd get addicted to Louisiana. Yeah. Big country boys down here. Like shit. I was always willing for him. That's the thing. But he'd never show me attention. Like, oh. It feels so fucking dis. Why do I have to be alone? We already had the thing is, Aaron, me and Jason already had this discussion. Like, sex will change and stuff as we age. Like, he legitly promised me forever and talked about growing old with me, and things are going to change in our relationship sexually, and you know, we already talked about that, like all the what ifs, a long time ago. Like, he legitly promised me forever. Just the ultimate betrayal. He did the ultimate betrayal. And then laughing at me and making fun of me, even though I'm going through the worst fucking heartache I ever had in my life. I never said he raped me. Huh? He's a scared little boy, Paula. I never said that. Whatever, pathogen. Believe what you want. I'm not gonna fucking debate you over this stupid shit. I'm gonna mock you. I'm gonna mock you. Blah, 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 blah. I don't waste my, energy out on people that just, it's exhausted. I feel exhausted. I feel really sad. I deserve so much better than this. Alright. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Wish me luck. Thank you for listening. Peace and Maranatha.
All right. There you have it. Shanny and Jason performing. There was the latest performance by both of them. I expect more today. But what I do want to say is, in the short term, I don't think Shanny's going anywhere. She made a couple of comments. She said she really still cares for him, and no one has loved him like she has, but that he never pays attention to her, and she's also afraid of being alone. Plus, it's winter. So add all that together, and you have Shanny on the couch in Tommy's house for the remainder of the winter. As things stand, things could change. I mean, a Chinook could land. Delta Force could rappel down those ropes as it's landing. And you'd probably need about maybe 50 or 60 well-trained Delta Force operators, and they'll be able to remove Shanny from the house. I don't know how quickly, but it's going to be a struggle for all of them, but it can be done. Trump, are you listening? So that's what I think that's what I think the future is of this couple. I don't think it's actually quite kind of interesting for me to watch. On the one hand, you got Shanny. She's down. She's got nobody wants her. She's in this house that she's not wanted in. And she's complaining about how she's the one who loved him and nobody else loved him. She's so depressed. But as soon as somebody shows a little interest in the side chat, and says something like, "Hey, I'm from the X state, and I got a job, and I'm some kind of a tradesman or professional, and we have things in common, da da da." She's like perky, interested. Oh yeah, baby. She does that type of thing. So she's kind of a freaky. She's kind of a freaky reeky as well. Now Jason, on the other hand, has who was it? Wayne Marcus. Jason's insane. You're right. So I think that before we do go any further, I think it's a good idea to check to see if there is anything happening on the home front of these two today. Let's go check Shanny today. No, nothing new. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Let's watch this one quickly.
I just have this on my other phone. It was the only way how I could get proof of Jax on the phone because I was like trying to use my phone's recorder and it just blacks out the screen. So I had to do the phone thing to just show you proof of, Jax is actually Jax and not Essie. Watch. Hey guys, I just want you to know this is the actual Jax account. Obviously with a 7K 7K followers. But I said this, just doing a little documentation here, right? But this is the most important. This is actually a voice message from her, the actual Jax.
I am not that man's girlfriend. I do not know him. This is fucking harassment at this point. Take this audio. This is my account, my real account. Tell him to leave me alone, please.
So obviously, that's the real Jax messaging me, telling me that it's all fake, the whole Essie thing. It's all fake. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to show you guys. I'm fucking off because, it's late at night. But enjoy the documentation. Peace of Maranatha.
Oh.
I just have this on my other...
Oh, that's gold. Okay, but I'm still confused. Jax and Essie and all these names, why can't they use one name for one person and then I won't be too confused? But yeah, she just... Okay, well, that makes it more exciting. We've got something to look forward to today. If and when they wake up and get their butts in gear. All right, but that's awesome. Thank you for that, Shanny. I really appreciate it. Now, does she post anything? Nah, something to do with a zodiac. And there's no live right now. As far as the Reverend, the good Reverend, he's must be fast asleep, or he hasn't put up any videos and he hasn't gone live. We just watched that one. So that's where we are right now. I tell you what, not that it's ever worked before, but I'm going to just put the link for the StreamYard if you want to join. Tell me what's happening. I'll pin it up there and then we're good to go. Perfect. There we go. So if they're not doing anything, the one thing we could do. Oh, he's done. He's done his walk.
Nice morning. Let's go for a walk.
It's a Todd Mallicoat walk.
And a chat, maybe. If anybody shows up. Let's walk and get a coffee.
12 views.
I got my cup in my pocket. My big old mug.
And he does this every day, but I'm just not interested in anything that he has to say, and be honest with you. Ooh, yeah, okay. What does our friend Von Helton have to say today? I think he's already said it, right? Yeah, he's already regaled us with his morning coffee. Well, let's go and look at the front page. Here's the front page. What do you want to watch? Ooh. The Hot Zone is live. We can watch the Hot Zone, and he's telling us about. He's pretty good. I like Chuck Helton.
Portland and in Dallas and in Minneapolis and like all over the place. Somebody went and did the research and found out that, oh, you know what? All of the signs for those protests are exactly the same. The signs people are carrying, they're all exactly the same signs printed in the same by the same print shop, even distributed around the country. And then they did a little more research into, I wonder who's paying for these protests. And it turns out they're being paid for by a billionaire who lives in China, who has close ties to the CCP and the PLA. And so essentially China is funding protests against the US government inside the United States. And they're not even trying to hide it. It's like they're just open out in the open about it. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out, which I thought was, well, let's just say ironic, is, when the election took place in Venezuela, I think, again, that was like 2022, Nicolas Maduro lost badly, and then just decided to stay in power. Thank you for that, KHJVN upstate, whatever. Liberals are upset about some technicality and would rather all Venezuelans continue to live under a dictator because they don't like Trump. Of course. And if Trump had become friends with Maduro, the left would have, been setting their hair on fire and screaming bloody murder over that. So they don't have any scruples. They don't have any actual, principles that they stand on. Their only principle is we're against whatever Donald Trump does. And I think we need to be cautious that we don't do the same thing with our tribe, that we're just going to be for anything President Trump does and against anything the Democrats do, no matter, if the Democrats go out and cure cancer and save baby seals, and we're going to be against them. We're going to lambaste them as much as possible. No, if somebody does something that's moral, we should say so. If they do something wrong, we should say so. And it doesn't matter what team they're on. But kudos to President Trump for this operation, though, because he's, again, I'm very happy with the way that this went off. I think it was the right thing to do. It sent just the right message to China. See, China, let's say that 2 nights ago, when the United States went to invade or to come into Venezuelan airspace, that our F-35s all got shot down. All of our aircraft got shot up. We lost all kinds of soldiers. It was an absolute debacle. That would have been just the thing that China was looking for as a confirmation that it's time for them to invade Taiwan. Aha. Our technology beats American technology, and so it's time to go for Taiwan. But after what actually happened 2 nights ago, China is now thinking twice about, oh man, our stuff is not going to stand up to American hardware if we go for Taiwan. So it's less likely that they will go after Taiwan now than it was 2 nights ago.
Makes sense.
That's exactly what we want. So what I was saying before is that when the election happened and it was rampant election fraud, obvious to everybody that had 3 brain cells to rub together, there were something like 58 countries around the globe that condemned Venezuela, condemned Nicolas Maduro for staying in power and for not letting it be free and fair elections. Countries like France and Norway and Sweden and Spain and, of course, Colombia did too, et cetera, et cetera. Well, about 11 of those countries are now condemning the United States for taking Maduro out of power. And this is the thing, when you're talking to your friends and they're saying, we have no legal right to take out a sitting president from another country and arrest him and take him to the United States. So we have no legal justification to do that. Well, what you need to say is, well, you're right about that, except he's not the legal president of the country. He is an interloper who stayed in power and refused to hand over the reins of power when he was voted out of office. So he is nothing more than a narco-terrorist, a gang leader, and a criminal. Point, period, end of story. He's not the president of Venezuela, and he wasn't ever since he lost the election. So that's what you need to say to your friends when they're going on about it. Question, are you planning to go to or near Iran anytime soon? I will be near Iran in June, I know for sure. It depends on what happens over there. If now something on another topic, not on the Venezuela topic, but we are seeing a buildup of U.S. forces going from the United States over toward the Middle East. And we're talking units that typically would not get deployed over there unless we were about to do some sort of major military operation like the one we just did in Venezuela. So, for example, it appears, we don't know for sure, but it appears that the 1st Ranger Battalion, 1st to 75th, is being deployed to the Middle East. We think the Middle East. Last we saw, the flights were going over to Europe. They're certainly not going to send them over to Poland or something. It might be something that they're going to do in Syria, Iraq, or Iran, maybe Yemen, but not likely. I think the biggest likelihood is that we're gearing up for another strike on Iran, because Iran is teetering. The regime over there is just teetering on the edge of collapse. And so it is not a sure thing, but it's certainly a possible scenario you could see taking place where Israel and the United States team up to go back there and finish the job on the ground in Iran. But again, it could be something in Syria or Iraq. So we'll just have to keep watching that. Okay. Sam asks, are the internal security forces still strong enough to repress the internal protest movement? Will this actually change the overall socialist regime? They are still strong enough to.
Yeah, we don't need to watch that, right? We don't need to watch the rest of this. But what I do want to introduce next is totally from left field, but I just came across it now. Professor Sam Vaknin, excuse me, has a video, and it's called "Never Say This to Depressed or Anxious People." Do we know any depressed or anxious people? Here it is. Professor Sam, take it away.
When someone you know is depressed or anxious, especially if it's a loved one, you feel the urge to help, to afford some succor, to be there for that person. We are great believers in the power of words. That is a philosophy behind talk therapy. We believe that if we were just to say the right thing, things would get better. And usually, this is actually true. But you need to know which things to say and which things to never say. Because if you were to say the wrong things, this would exacerbate the situation, make the condition worse, deepen the depression, render the anxiety debilitating. You need to know what to say, and you need to know which sentences and utterances and thoughts to avoid, which cliches to delete from your dictionary. Anxiety, depression, life crisis, they're not easy things to get through. Above all, you should respect the individuality, uniqueness, and idiosyncrasy of the person you are trying to help. We are all once in a lifetime creations. There's never been anyone like you before, and there's never going to be another person like you after you're long gone. You are a wonder, a miracle, and we all experience our lives differently. It's difficult to communicate or to access the subjective experience of sadness, of helplessness, of hopelessness, of depression, of anxiety, and you need to respect these differences. You need never impose yourself, your point of view, your judgments, your opinions, and even your experiences on another person. And this is the topic of today's video. What to say and what never to say when you're trying to help other people. Stay tuned. My never-ending, ill-tempered rants aside, the truth is that most people are well-meaning. Most people are empathic or empathetic. Most people would like to somehow salve the wounds, afford succor, extend a helping hand, extricate others from the shadow of the valley of death, depression, and anxiety. When we come across someone who is in the throes of a life crisis, someone who has given up, someone who is depressed, and anxious, and fearful, sad, it is an instinctive, reflexive reaction to somehow say the right thing, reverse course, help the drowning person, the overwhelmed person, help him or her out of this seemingly intractable situation. This kind of altruism is again almost biological. We can't help ourselves in the vast majority of cases. And this is doubly true when the person in question is a family member or a good friend or even a neighbor or a colleague. There we feel a kind of obligation to help. And yet, when we do try our best to assist, to afford succor, to somehow ameliorate or mitigate the anxiety and the depression and so on, very often we say the wrong things. These sentences, these utterances are automatic. They're embedded in the social fabric, but they're counterproductive. When you say the wrong thing to someone who is depressed, the depression deepens and darkens. When you say the wrong thing to someone who is anxious, the anxiety escalates and takes over. When you minimize or invalidate someone else's experiences, they tend to become either aggressive or self-destructive.
So essentially what this guy is, what Professor Sam is saying is that Jason is extremely toxic towards Shanny, because we know that Shanny for Christ is depressed, and we know that Shanny for Christ is anxious, and Jason is upstairs calling her a fat cunt. That's the kind of thing that does not help a depressed person. Jason, you're not helping.
In all these cases, this is not the outcome that is desirable. This is not what should be done. And today, in today's video, I'm going to discuss the wrong way of going about helping people in depression and anxiety, the things you should never say to them. My name is Vaknin. I'm the author of Malignancy of Love, Narcissism Revisited, a former visiting professor of psychology, and currently on the faculty of SIAPS. As I said, well-meaning people, empathic people, often make things worse when they try to intervene or interfere or extend a helping hand or be there, serve as a kind of presence. You need to know what you're doing. This is not extemporizing. This is not improvisation. You can't tackle mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety as an amateur, however gifted. So sentences like get a grip, move on, snap out of it, get over it. These are the wrong sentences because they minimize the experience of depression, anxiety, hopelessness, helplessness of the person you're trying to help. It's as if not getting on, not moving on, not getting a grip, not snapping out of it, and not getting over it are choices. As if this person is somehow spoiled or pampered. As if this person who is literally submerged and immersed in an ocean of depression and anxiety, which is unfathomable, which is endless, profound, as if this person is choosing to be like that, as if it's some kind of a manipulative ploy, using the depression and anxiety to control other people. There is, in these sentences, get a grip, move on, get over it, in these sentences is implied criticism. Criticism which is unfair, counterfactual, counterproductive, hurtful. Because again, what you're telling this kind of person is you're pampered, you're weak, you're spoiled. Another class of sentences which are really, really seriously bad and should be avoided are the sentences which minimize the experience of the person you're trying to help. Sentences like, I've had the very same experience and look at me. I survived, I overcame. Or, you're not the only one. Many other people have had this experience. Or, nothing that has happened to you is unique. Or, you're just one of many. Or, the world is like this. All these sentences imply that the circumstances that have led to the depression and anxiety, external circumstances or internal circumstances that resulted in perhaps grief of some kind, breakdown, a meltdown, depression, anxiety, that all these experiences are actually nothing special. They're very common. They're typical. They don't warrant any special attention or cry for help or perhaps treatment. And anyone who claims to have an experience that is unique or idiosyncratic is lying because this experience is common. Minimizing the suffering person's experience, invalidating the suffering of the person, the torment incumbent upon mental health illnesses and conditions. This is a really bad thing. It's cruel, even to a large extent. Every person's experience is unique to that person. Experiences cannot be compared. This is not a competition as to who has suffered more, and don't make it one. Help, if you want to help the specific person in the specific circumstances with his or her specific suffering and extend a helping hand, which is not demeaning or debasing or critical or conditional, a helping hand which is truly empathic, a helping hand that says, no human experience is alien to me. Yes, I've been there before, and I know what you're going through, but I can never understand fully your particular, your unique, your personal, your individual experience. The best I can do is offer you a bridge to myself, expose our commonality as human beings. And maybe there is comfort in company, and maybe there's not. Do not become grandiose when you're trying to help others. Don't get offended or insulted if your help is rejected or ignored or is proven to be useless. Help is not a transaction. Help is not a form of narcissistic supply. Help is not about making you great again. Help is about restoring another human being by making clear that this suffering person is being seen, is being attended to, that you care about him or her. It's about the other person, not about you. As a caregiver or helper, you're not a rescuer and you're not a savior. Another type of sentence which is really, really bad is, you have your whole life ahead of you. It is never too late. You're relatively young. Time heals all wounds. You are 45 years old. You're not dead. And so on and so forth. These are really bad sentences because they imply that with patience and endurance and perseverance and resilience, the depression or the anxiety or the adverse life circumstances or the crisis can and will be overcome. By implication, this kind of sentence says you're overly pessimistic, you're wrong, you're weak, you're not resilient, you're not strong, you are not realistic. The last thing a person who is embedded in a crisis, a person who is experiencing a collapse of his or her own world, internal and external, the last thing they need is another bout, another round of criticism. They don't need to be told that their perception of reality is distorted. And it is distorted, it's true, but they don't need to be told this. This should not be pointed out to them while they are in the throes of depression and anxiety, because it would enhance the depression and anxiety. So there's a question of timing. You need to weigh and consider what it is that you're saying. Is it the right time to say it? Is it the wrong time to say it? Is it the right thing to say? Is it the right person? Because you need to tailor your messages. You need to customize them. Your messages need to resonate with a specific person you're talking to. Do not use canned messages, cliches, because this implies that you don't really care about the other person. If you use cutouts and all kinds of cliches, and then it means that you don't want to invest an effort in truly seeing the other person, discerning the other person's condition, and then investing time and effort and resources in tailoring and customizing your response. It implies that you don't care. At any rate, time does heal many wounds, but not all wounds. And when a person is experiencing a crisis, whether this crisis is real or anticipated or even imaginary, whether this crisis is the outcome of adverse circumstances or developments, whether this crisis is internal, the outcome of mental illness or mental health problem. That's immaterial. When a person is experiencing a crisis, there's no past and there's definitely no future. A crisis is a state of being 100% present. A person in a crisis cannot contemplate the past because the past is painful and hurtful, and the past has led to the crisis. The crisis is the outcome of the past. So there's a rejection of the past. And a person in crisis cannot contemplate the future because he or she is hopeless. There's no hope. There's no horizon. There's no dream. Broken dreams litter the landscape. There's no fantasy even. Even fantasy defenses crumble. So what's the point in telling someone, you know, it's if you wait long enough, things are going to improve, or it's never too late, or there's a long life ahead of you, or what's the point in saying all these things? You can't get through to the person with these kind of arguments, and you're very likely to antagonize the person, push him or her deeper into anxiety and depression and a feeling of guilt for having rebuffed you and rejected you. The mother of all wrong sentences. When you say to someone, there's no need to be anxious, there's no need to be depressed, what are you saying? You're saying you're not perceiving reality properly. So something's wrong with you. You're saying you're minimizing the threat or the pain or the sadness or the negative emotions or the envy or the anger. You're minimizing them. You're saying, I've reviewed your situation, I've observed you, and I think you're wrong. I think you should not be experiencing these negative emotions, or at least you shouldn't be experiencing them to this extent and with this intensity. It's again a form of criticism. And another thing this kind of sentence implies is that something is wrong with you, with your mental apparatus. Something is wrong with the way you react. Your reactivity is wrong. Whereas most people would not have reacted with depression or anxiety, you do. And there's really no need to be anxious, no need to be depressed. In short, you are mentally ill, you're mentally disordered, you're mentally problematic. So you're reacting this way with depression and anxiety when there's no need to, and therefore something is wrong with you. Minimization, invalidation, humiliation, also implying that there's something wrong constitutionally or fundamentally with the person. This is by far the worst conceivable sentence to say. Anxiety, depression, and trauma are subjective experiences. They're not objective facts. 10 people are exposed to the same experience. 2 of them are traumatized, 8 of them are not. 10 people undergo the same life crisis. 3 of them develop depression, 7 are happy-go-lucky. 10 people are facing the same threat. 5 of them become anxious, 5 don't. It is clear, therefore, that trauma, anxiety, depression are individual, subjective, mental experiences, not objective facts and not objective ontological outcomes of things, of events. Or people react differently to the very same circumstances, stimuli, triggers, cues, and information. Why do they react differently? Because they're genetically different. There's a genetic predisposition, probably. Because they have a different temperament. Because they were brought up differently. Because they've had a different type of childhood. Some people have had adverse childhood experiences. Because they've had a different life trajectory. They've been exposed to different events and mishaps and fortunes. And so no 2 people are alike which is why psychology is a pseudoscience, can never be a science. No two people are alike. And you can't hurl, you can't throw at people sentences which are cookie cutter sentences, cliches. And you can't expect these sentences to work identically on everyone. You need, if you really care about someone, you need to get to know them a bit. You need to observe them, and you need to see them in the deepest, most profound sense. You need to connect. Empathy is about connection. And then, having garnered and gathered and harvested all this information, you can tailor your response in all intended to help them. You can tailor the advice and the succor and the help and the compassion and the pity and the empathy that you offer. And if you don't, you're likely to make the situation much worse. When someone is going through a difficult period, you need to validate their emotions and reactions. You need to understand the enormity of what they're going through in their own eyes. As far as they are concerned, their experience is unique, has never happened before to anyone else, and they're right about this. They're right about this. Because experience is individual and idiosyncratic, it is not replicable or repeatable. My sadness, my depression, my anxiety is only mine. And there's never been anyone like me, and it's very unlikely that there will ever be anyone like me again. I am unique. I am idiosyncratic, and therefore all my experience is a one-time, a one-off. You need to have respect for the complexity of humans and their condition. So when someone is going through a difficult period and seems to be stuck, unable to move on, you need to validate their emotions and their reactions, and you need never minimize, and you should never compare them to other people. Never commit these mistakes. You could say, I understand what you're going through. I understand that you feel that it is really bad. I understand that you consider your reaction to be justified. I hope things get better for you somehow, sometime. I'm here to help in any way I can and you deem appropriate. You're in the driver's seat. Tell me what I can do for you. All other types of responses are wrong. If you invalidate someone's thinking, someone's judgment, someone's opinion, and someone's actions, you're gaslighting them. You're saying something's wrong with you and with your perception of reality and with your thinking and with your acting. You should substitute my thinking for your thinking. You're thinking wrongly. My thinking is right. You're misperceiving reality. My perception of reality is the correct one. That's why you're depressed and anxious, because something's wrong with you. If you were to emulate my example, you would be in a much better state. There's some grandiosity here, some haughtiness and arrogance in making such a statement. You're not in the position to substitute your experience for anyone else's experience. You cannot enter or access anyone else's mind. You need to rely on their self-reporting, and you need to trust them when they say that it's really bad, that it feels hopeless, that they feel helpless, that they are lost, they don't know what to do. You need to accept this. It's a threatening message. People feel threatened. They want to run away. And so they try to counter the message, undermine it, challenge it by saying, you're wrong. It's not helpless. It's not hopeless. You're wrong. You're not helpless. You're wrong. You're wrong. It is a defense mechanism. You're rejecting the bad news because you are weak. You cannot tolerate the fact that bad things do happen to good people all the time. It's too terrifying to contemplate this or to countenance it. You can't accept the innate indifference of the universe, the fact that evil exists and manifests and proliferates. You can't accept these things. So when people come to you and say, I've had the most horrible experience, I don't deserve it, I feel hopeless and helpless, I feel the world is unjust, I don't know what to do. Your initial reaction is to reject this message, to say, no, you're getting things wrong. Your view is absolutely mistaken. You're just, something's wrong with you. I've gone through similar experience, everything was fine. Or you shouldn't be that anxious and that depressed. You're exaggerating. You're minimizing. You're invalidating people. It's not the way to help. And if you are always optimistic, that's invalidating. That's minimizing. To be constantly optimistic, always on optimism, almost malignant optimism, is the wrong way to go about it because it's delusional and it's divorced from reality. There is place, of course, for optimism because it is true that people who are depressed, people who are anxious, are not perceiving reality correctly and appropriately in the vast majority of cases. Not in all cases, by the way. In some cases, their perception of reality is pretty accurate. If you have a stage 4 terminal cancer, pancreatic cancer, yeah, your perception of reality is correct. So, but even though the majority of people in need, people who are sad, people who are broken, people who are damaged, people who are traumatized, even though in the majority of cases these people have an impaired reality testing, they're misperceiving reality, it is not your job to point this out to them. Their reality testing will be restored once they are no longer depressed and anxious. Pointing this out to them right now will make them only more depressed and more anxious. And when you're constantly optimistic, the message you're broadcasting is, you are wrong. You're wrong about your perception of reality. You are pessimistic, but you should be optimistic. You're pessimistic because you are misperceiving reality. Something is wrong with you. Is this a message you should send to someone in need? To someone who craves affection and compassion and empathy? That's the message? Something's wrong with you? You are misjudging reality. You're misperceiving the world. Everything is going to be fine. You're depressed and anxious and there's no need to be. Is this a message? Isn't this even, I would even say it's a humiliating message, a cruel message. Go along. If you want to help someone, you need to walk in their shoes and to follow their path. They need to guide you and lead you, not the other way. They know themselves better than you. You should listen to them. You should see them by being silent most of the time. The capacity to listen, to truly listen, not to hear. Hearing is a biological function. Listening is a determinant of wisdom. You need to listen and you need to see. And you need to be patient. And you need to accept. You need to be accepting. And you need to let the other person go through the motions and the transformations that they require in order to heal, in order to recover, in order to restore themselves. You're there and you're available and you are caring and you're loving and you're empathic and you're compassionate, everything is true, but you're not overweening, you're not domineering, you're not criticizing, you're not minimizing, you're not invalidating, you're not being dismissive, you're none of these things. None of these things is good for the mental health of the person you're trying to help. You need to be there as a combination of secure base, someone who is there and is safe to talk to, and a mirror, allowing the person to get a grip of reality through you when he asks you to. And when someone feels hopeless and helpless, you just listen. You don't always need to respond. There is this tendency to, it's as if there's some expectation that you must respond somehow. You must provide a solution. You must solve the problem. You must reverse the condition. You must. And this is a savior complex. It's a rescuer complex. It's not healthy. It's not your job to save or to rescue or to heal or to fix. It's not. Your job is to be a friend, a good family member, a good neighbor, a good colleague, and above all, a good human being, a fellow human being. Fellowship, companionship is the only thing you can safely contribute to a conversation, a therapeutic conversation with someone who is depressed and anxious. They feel alone, lonely, atomized. And here you are, sharing their journey with them, sharing the burden. And that's what you should focus on. You're not in the position to change anything. You shouldn't attribute to yourself powers that you don't possess. You should not take on tasks and obligations that no one asked you. You should not develop expectations, and you should not expect and accept expectations. This is not what it's all about. Friendship is about listening, companionship, sharing, caring, and being there. End of story. Leave the rest to therapists, medical doctors, priests, and pastors. It's not your job.
Wow. All right. So that was a message to both Shannon and Jason. Look at the way they talk to each other. And they made a commitment to stay together forever at some point. And looking at both of them and their potential futures apart, I just don't see that. They're too codependent to be apart from each other, I think. And it's all down to, does Jason have the strength to part ways? Because he always, to me, it sounds like he always says, I will never fuck Shannon again, but I will always take care of her. I will always be there for her. It just doesn't sound like, even though he stands at the top of the stairs and says, get out, you sow, get out. I don't think that he might mean it at that moment, but as soon as he said it and it's out, he doesn't mean it. That's what I think. Right, we do have something else. So we need to do something in order to get there. All right. How do we do this? Yeah, we'll do it this way. All right. So this is from some while back, probably about 4 weeks ago, and this is your girl.
Like, I think back about all the times I should have loved myself and had some self-fucking respect for myself when I didn't. I let people walk all over me, treat me like fucking shit. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know? There's a bunch of people that will come in your life. They'll love bomb you, say how much they love you and shit. You know, be real nice to you on the phone. But yet, they always want you to fucking compromise yourself for them. That's when you know you're dealing with a narcissist. When they want you to compromise yourself for them. Well, once I see the narcissist, once I know you want me to compromise myself, once I realize that, you're gone.
All right. So I would imagine that she would take her own advice, wouldn't you think? Because once she realizes someone's a narcissist, he's gone. You're gone. But 8 years ago, Shannon realized that Jason was a narcissist 8 years ago, and you're here. You're still here. No, you're not gone. No, you're not going. You're not going. No. No one loves you like me. No one can look after you like me. You know, that's a scary thing. It's like, boy, I'd be moving somewhere where they don't take women like her seriously. Well, I'm trying to say poor Jason, but I don't feel sorry for him at all, because he's just if Shanny's the fire, then Jason is the gasoline.
Done. I want nothing to do with you. Bye. Have a nice life. Find another victim.
Really, Shanny? Are you seriously? Do you really think we mean what you say, considering what's coming down the road? That's well, we just already watched it today, and there you are giving this, telling us where you stand and how you bat.
I'm not that bitch.
Oh, God.
Like, the other day, I had this person. And they wanted to come on my channel and start a fake fight on my channel. Like, this bitch honestly wanted me to sling shit back and forth with her. And I was like, no, why would I do that to you?
Young and the Restless style. What?
I know, right?
Weird.
Oh, okay. A month ago, ladies and gentlemen, a month ago they were on speaking terms and actually hanging out on the same floor of the house. Oh, all right. So she's giving this love yourself guy speech while Jason's sitting right next to her. Okay.
Red flag.
Red flag.
That's it. Sorry.
Goodbye. Have a nice life.
She's telling... Oh, fuck.
All it's going to do is tear your ass up.
What did I do there? I went and I moved the damn...
I'm putting myself first. I'm putting
I want
some goddamn mat You know,
I gotta
love
get.
that person
All right. Sorry.
because you're never gonna like really love anyone.
I just want to get back to the part where we heard Jason come in because I didn't know that Jason was there.
Like, I was forced to love myself because I've been the type of person my whole life, being a fucking people pleaser, letting people walk all over me like I'm some goddamn Matt, you know? And I'm not. I'm a human being,
I don't
and I
think you're
had
gonna hear
feelings,
Jason.
and that shit really fucking hurt me. But them motherfuckers never really fucking cared, right? So I had to fall to find myself. Like, I fell to the bottom. People have seen it. But now I'm putting myself first. I'm putting my pride first, my ethics, my morals. I refuse to fucking compromise with anyone. I've refused to take someone's shit. I choose when to listen. I choose when to care. I choose when to give someone empathy or not empathy.
That is so cold and callous. Oh my God. She chooses when to give empathy. You're either that type of person or you're not that type of person. I choose. You know, that's a very Christian thing. I choose when to give empathy. If Jesus is involved, yes. If not, I ain't give a shit.
It's a good thing to have for yourself. It's self-respect to love.
You know what? She don't have any. I don't think she has any morals or any ethics because certainly since her track record, her behavior online, even look at the way she's dressed right now. I mean, it's the middle of winter. Why does she have to be wearing a skimpy underwear thingy? I mean, she doesn't have the build for it. Exactly.
Yourself to not allow people to run all over you like you're some goddamn dog. Because when you're a people pleaser, that's when I know someone's going to get hurt. Never be a people pleaser. All it's going to do is tear your ass up.
She
and
was
hurt you
so
deeply.
confident there, eh?
Love yourself. Please yourself. And don't feel guilty about it and don't feel shame about it. Because it's okay to love yourself. It's okay.
Why is she giving everybody this kind of advice, this rah advice, when at the end of the day she's broken down and crying and unhappy and in despair and I wonder. Do you think it's all an act? Do you think these people are performance?
All them other fucking people do, they love themselves and they put themselves first and all this other fucking shit.
Listen to her.
So why can't you give yourself the permission to?
Yeah, you.
You know, like.
Lord, what?
I think back about all the times I should have loved myself and had some self-fucking respect for myself when I didn't. I let people walk all over me, treat me like fucking shit. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know?
Well,
there's a bunch of people that'll come in your life. They'll love bomb you, say how much they love you and shit.
This is from a month ago, Andrea, when Jason's sitting next to her on the couch. I'm just waiting to see what he says, but she's like all confident and all, you know, I'm a woman and I'm individual. I can do it myself. Rah, rah, rah. This is a month ago.
You know, be real nice to you on the phone. But yet, they always want you to fucking compromise yourself for them. That's when you know you're dealing with a narcissist. When they want you to compromise yourself for them.
I was mentioning that it's quite ironic that the narcissist is sitting right next to her. I mean, they're both narcissists, but the narcissist is sitting right next to her, and she's giving advice on how to handle narcissists, and we know how it's going to work out for her, don't we?
Well, once I see the narcissist, once I know you want me to compromise myself.
What does she mean by that?
Once I realize that, you're gone.
What does she mean, compromise yourself? Oh my God, we've gone back too far. Sorry. Well, it's a good thing, Andrea, because if you just joined again, we'd been quite far into this one, and I screwed up and I clicked somewhere on this red line here and went back and couldn't.
Done.
Never mind.
I want nothing to do with you. Bye. Have a nice life.
Chill.
Find another victim. I'm not that bitch.
Ooh, you're so wrong.
Like the other day, I had this person. And they wanted to come on my channel and start a fake fight on my channel. Like, this bitch honestly wanted me to sling shit back and forth with her. And I was like, no, why would I do that to you?
Young and the Restless style. What?
I know, right?
Weird. Red flag.
Red flag.
That's it. Sorry.
Goodbye. Have a nice life. I'm not going to be fucking played like that. And I'm certainly not going to compromise who I am for others. I don't care what position you try to put yourself at. You know, but the real thing is, and this is the beauty of it, when you integrate yourself and you master your intuition, right? When you see the person switch, when you see the person knowing they're willing, knowing what you've gone through, they're willing to make you look like you're some piece of shit for their uprising. That's when you.
What the fuck is she talking about for their uprising? Is she in Iran? Is she in Venezuela? What uprising?
Cut off the umbilical cord real quick.
Umbilical cord. Oh my God.
And pray them away from your life.
Oh, prayer always works.
Because that's a Jezebel fucking spirit you're dealing with. I'll tell you that.
What does that mean?
100%.
Oh, he agrees.
Cut that bitch out if she wants you to compromise yourself. If it's not feeling right to you, if it makes you feel weird and uncomfortable, if it goes against your morals and ethics, don't fucking do it.
Don't do what?
Don't compromise yourself for another motherfucker. They ain't worth it. They're just trying to get you into.
For all those who are into the modern lingo, what does it mean to compromise yourself? When she says don't compromise yourself, what does that really mean? Please help me out.
Trouble. Dumbass thought that, I'm not 42 years old and I haven't figured that one out yet. Well, I guess at the end of the day, they saw my true characters because I said no to evil, and I saw their true character because they wanted me to do evil.
Wow, she's weird.
Like, everything I say is organic,
Yeah.
honest, truthful.
It honestly seems like it, because he's right there and he's not yelling and screaming.
Is it always kind? No. But that's okay. Not everything has to be kind in life. Sometimes it has to be unnice for people to get the fucking point. But there are a lot of people in this world that don't get that either. They can't seem to get the humanity of the situation. They wanted to put on a big show so they could boost their, numbers up. And me, I look like the bad guy. I don't want to curse anyone out. I don't want to get angry. I'm all about the love and calming and relaxing and shit and chilling.
I hate you, Jason. Isn't that loving?
You know? Last night, I just had it.
Yeah.
I just had it with the bullshit. Don't start fucking shit with me when I'm trying to be nice. You ain't gonna like that side. And yes, I will utilize that side if I need to protect myself and my family.
They are still together.
And I'm not ashamed of using it. Ever. Ever. But you know what?
I'm just thinking, do you think this is what Jason is really afraid of? This side of her, this dominant sort of, I got it all under control and you ain't gonna fuck with me, bitch attitude.
Little advice. If someone tries crawling back from your past, don't take them back. Because God took them out of your path for a reason. God took them out of your life for a reason. There's a reason he took you out. He was protecting you from them.
So why is Shanny fighting God right now? The relationship's apparently over. If this isn't performance art, okay, the relationship is over. God is taking you out of that relationship. As you can tell, she's in an absolute deep depression. Oh, she's pretending to be in deep depression because there are times where she does her Shanny laugh. Something like that. I don't know. And another time she's up like this, like now.
And don't be afraid if you're pushing someone away who tries to get you to do some fucked up shit. That was not nice, and that was not kind. And I damn knew you weren't my fucking friend, or you knew anything about me when you wanted me to do that fucked up shit.
What a head.
I damn well knew you weren't my fucking friend when that came out of your goddamn mouth. Like, who the fuck do you think I am? You think everything's a goddamn show? No, this is my...
Who is she talking to? Anybody know?
Fucking life. And you found that out, didn't you?
Yeah.
You found out that I was a real bitch, and I found out you were a fake bitch. You got anything to say, hubby?
Hubby?
I think the biggest thing out of this latest thing that's like positive that came of it was that I realized that both of our discernment is very, very sharp now. Because we had, this person was very kind, and they baited us in with food. That's what's really fucked up about it. But the bait was food. But when this came up that she's flipped the script and said, look, put me on your show because we're going to do a Young and the Restless style fake fight thing that your numbers are going to fucking pop really heavy. Well, guess what? She didn't need to do that. She got 4,000 views on that video without any of that. So she didn't need to. But
I don't need a motherfucker in my life.
Yeah. What I want to say might sound bad to some people, and I don't mean it.
Please
bad, so
don't.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
What that. I will say simply that it was a setup to make her look evil again.
No idea.
And what I take away.
Make her look evil? Jason, what the fuck have you been saying for the last 24 hours, asshole? Make her look evil again. We don't want to do that.
From it is holy shit. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Because I see a snake accurately. So the snakes just
You
get
could
out.
hear it in the voice.
The cadence of voice changes.
The
Don't
woman just got a snake voice.
you want to do this? No, I don't want to dance with a snake.
Get the hell out of here.
That's what I got to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Like, seriously. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, just so you know, for the actual date, November 25 of last year. November 25. That's a month and a bit, I guess.
Get the fuck out of here. Lesson learned. Though, straight up. Lesson learned.
Oh,
You know,
is that who they're talking about?
I ain't ever doing that shit again. I ain't ever going down that roller coaster. You know what I'm happy in life with? I'm happy with Jason and my 2 Kit Kats.
November 25th.
And
Yeah.
everyone who ever rejected me, I don't give a shit no more.
What happened on November 25th?
It's your loss. I just have more time for myself and more love to give to myself and give it to Jason and give to the cats. You didn't want my love? I don't need it. I don't need yours, your fake love. Because I'm only after the genuine. I'm only top tier genuine. And if you ever want to be in my life, you better damn make sure you're top tier fucking genuine. Because I'll cut that shit out real fucking quick. And have no guilt, have no shame, not give a damn what other motherfuckers think.
Yeah.
Because this is my life. I love myself. God told me to guard my heart with all due diligence, and I will. All you past people, you had your chance. You had your chance. I'll tell you what. If Joseph didn't let his brothers and sisters into Egypt, all this shit in Gaza wouldn't have happened.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
There would have been peace in that land if
Okay.
Joseph told his brothers and sisters, bye, bitches.
Yeah. Tell it, Shanny.
Find some food somewhere else, assholes. If you haven't heard about Joseph, you know what his brothers did to him?
Tell us.
Threw him in a pit, sold him to slavery, told his father that he was killed.
Oh, my God.
Joseph ended up to be a slave.
Oh.
And then this fucking wicked ass fucking Pharaoh's wife, this whorish woman, tries to make it seem that Joseph raped her. No, not even true. So Joseph ended up in a prison, right?
Oh, did he?
And then he started dreaming a bunch of dreams about Pharaoh and this drought and this famine that's going to happen in Egypt, right?
Have you ever written down one of your
7
dreams?
years. 7 and 7.
And he saved Egypt from a really bad famine. But not only that, he saved his brothers and sisters.
Saved
his ungrateful fucking piece of shit family
Who you
that
talking
don't
about?
deserve anything. And now a bunch of Gazans are dead because of that.
A bunch of what
So,
the fuck?
what would have happened if Joseph decided?
She's talking about Joseph from the Bible. Da 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 da. And now a bunch of Gazans are dead. And I say, and I concur with Bobcat, huh? What?
To integrate his shadow person and learn how to say no.
Then he wouldn't have been a type of the Messiah. So,
But
God.
there be no bloodshed in Gaza.
Well, there's a lot of factors that went into that, Shannon. But okay,
Oh.
I take your point. I take
In
your
a
point.
split over politics?
There's blood all over the promised land of God.
Yeah.
You know, blood
Really?
may be thicker than water, but spirit is lighter than air. And Jesus Christ said, "Who is my mother, sister?"
Blood exists, and water exists, and air exists, Shani. But the spirit that you speak of, that's just in your mind. So we still have an unequal equation.
Sisters and brothers, those who do the
Preaching.
will of God, those are my brothers, sisters, and mothers.
That's it.
The fuck is she talking about?
So my family are those who do the will of God.
The doers.
All that
Amazing how a lot of these people who do Jesus for a living, they never graduated. They're just low life dropouts. And what's the easiest thing to do for a living if you're a low life dropout? Learn a story that doesn't make sense, and then go onto the streets or onto the internet and regurgitate that story that doesn't make sense with a straight face and get angry at anyone who doesn't believe you. That's Christianity, folks. And these are Christians.
fuck shit my past people did, they weren't doing the will of God. They weren't doing the will of God.
No, I think she's above them. She thinks she's above them.
I forgive them, but they will no longer be given access to.
I think, okay, between you and me, that Shanny is so large that she could have given birth to God. Huh? Huh?
Any point in my life. They will be forgiven. They will be loved from afar, but they will not be given access because they deliberately broke trust from someone who trusted them with all their heart and soul.
Mhm.
And you don't do that to a trusted, honest person. You just don't. That breaks a motherfucker's mind.
You gotta have self-respect.
Just have a thought here. So this is November the 25th, and we know that by December the 24th, like a month later, they were, throwing ice picks at each other. So yeah, tell us, Shanny.
Yeah. Like, I can't think of any good reason why I would let any of these motherfuckers back in my life.
Right.
After them knowing what I've gone through, knowing all the pain I've gone through, knowing all the suffering I had, and they still could do fuck shit.
That's what 30 days can do, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 30 days.
You never loved me one damn day of your life.
Ooh,
so I'm going to protect my energy. I'm going to continue to love myself, self-soothe, and protect my energy and be the queen I am. All you lower leveled people, gotta get to my level, or you ain't getting any motherfucking communication from me. Piece of Maranatha.
Oh my God. That was horrible. If that's the way we have to remember Shanny, wow. Absolutely a queen. Yeah, she gave us what for, that's for sure. Jeez. Shannon. All right, let me just check to see if anyone's woken up yet. This is fun. What about the Shanny herself? No, everybody's still fast asleep. Even the mayor himself. Good night. Yeah, nothing. So, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be back soon, probably sooner than you think. Although, no, I do have things to do later on today, so you'll see me much later. All right. So my leave. This is how I'm. Oh! Before I leave. Do any of you use StreamYard? Because there's this overlay. This overlay that I do not understand what it means. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up and show you. There. What the hell is that? Anyone? It's ugly. It seems to really not be helpful in any way, but what the hell is that? That's okay. You can say you don't know either. Okay, guys. Until next time. Thank you and goodbye.